Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is my 9th vlog entry. If you've been watching my channel, you've seen I've had a couple of vlogs about a kitchen remodel and training and all kinds of stuff like that, and everything got uploaded today. So the reason for it getting uploaded today is because I've been having computer problems. My computer, I didn't upgrade and it failed miserably, and it took several days to try and get it rebuilt, but now everything is rebuilt. Video editing software is back online, everything is good, so let's do this thing. In the meantime, I've also been doing a lot of training. In my last entry, I told you it was going to be a high volume week. Well, it has. I don't remember if I said this, but a little over a week ago, my coach had me do something called force reps or force intervals, and I was actually able to get around a kilowatt on those, not even sprinting, but close to like around 900 watts without even sprinting. And this week on Friday, I did a 5x5x5, so the third set is sprints, and in each one of those sprints I was able to do close to, well, over a kilowatt, approaching 1100 watts indoors on an indoor trainer, which is, you know, not easy to do. So then that brings us to Saturday. I was just supposed to do a normal 3-hour ride. Again, it was cold outside, snowy, wet. Well, not wet, but cold. Nah, I don't like riding in the cold. So I did effectively like a solo ride in Zwift, and I tried to hit a couple of the sprint points, and I approached 1100 watts, I think. I was able to sustain 1080 for 5 seconds. I also tried to do an FTP test. I tried to do the 2x8 FTP test. First time I've ever tried that, so I don't really know how that'll completely work out. I think in Zwift it's a little bit difficult when you're climbing. It's a little bit difficult to see where the road's going to level out, because the graphics, I mean, you can kind of tell, but you don't know how much it's going to level out. So there were a couple of spots where my power dipped because I wasn't ready to shift and keep the power down. So I think my FTP is still about what it was, 292-ish watts. And then today there was a workout where I was trying to set a new 1-minute power number, but after all those really intense intervals on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, my intervals today I really couldn't, like, I did really well, but on my 1-minute attempt I think I got 550 watts for a minute. I was trying for 600 watts, but it's kind of difficult, and coming off of all these workouts, my legs were just tired. Even when I first started the workout today, everything was sluggish. My legs just felt so tired, and I wasn't sure I was even going to be able to get anywhere near 600 watts, but 550 isn't bad, considering that I set my first 1-minute power goal in 2014. Yeah, 2014. By December 31st, I wanted to hit 400 watts, and I did, and I got like 405 on December 31st. Then the next year, 2015, I had another goal to try and get 500 watts by December 31st, and I hit that one. I think I got 502 watts or something like that. So last year I tried to hit 600 watts, but it's really hard to do that out on the road. But I did set a higher, I think it was a 530 watt 1-minute power, and this was my first time to really try again since last summer, and to get 550 watts with extenuating circumstances actually isn't bad. So I'm kind of happy about that. Power's coming along. The race season, as I've said the past couple of times, the race season is getting ready to ramp up. For those of you that have been staying tuned to the saga, the ticking that I heard in my bottom bracket, I think I figured it out. I think it was a slight cross chaining, and I think it was the edge of the chain hitting the front derailleur just ever so slightly, and just a very slight ticking. It was very subtle. So I think that's what it was. I'm not completely sure, but once I made that correlation in my mind, it seems to make sense. So hopefully that's all it was, and there's nothing to worry about. My drivetrain is good, but based on all these power workouts, I'm probably going to have to replace my chain. I have to replace 3 chains per year, and I've had this one on since probably October or November, so it's about due. So then coming into this week is a taper week, getting ready for my first race. It should be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to, since it's 11.5 miles, I'm going to try to hold around 300 watts if I can, depending on temperature. My legs are really affected by the cold, so if it's too cold I may not be able to do it. The best I can hope for is to come out of the blocks a little reserved. Normally I come out a little bit too hard, and I'm hitting 400 watts until I can't hold 400 watts anymore. So I need to calm down, take a chill pill, potentially have that cream, embrocation cream, and put it on my legs, and hopefully that'll help. Last time I tried to use it, it didn't seem to work that well. I've heard that for some people it doesn't work, but most people it does. It's based on capsaicin, and I have a really high tolerance to spicy foods, so maybe there's a correlation there. Maybe if you can handle super spicy foods, that it doesn't really have the same impact that it does on people that are sensitive. Speaking of spicy foods, I was actually thinking, should I, now that I've guessed that I'm a YouTuber, sort of, not really, no, but I was thinking, should I do one of the challenges that goes around YouTube? I don't think there's anything currently going on. There are challenges that have been happening for years. There's been a lot of challenges, and I don't know if I want to do any of them. I'll just see what the next one that comes up is, and see if I can do that. Maybe, I don't know. I'll try and make some more videos as I finish, or as I progress on my kitchen remodel. It's that type of stuff is always fun to me. If you watch that video, you'll see that the cabinets are a slightly different color than the old cabinets, but I'm actually planning on painting my cabinets, so they're going to be different colored anyway. I'm thinking about doing sort of a barn theme, like an old red barn theme, with where the barn is red and all the cross beams are white. I'll have to figure it out, take a picture, and decide if I want to do that. Do it in a photo manipulation program and see what colors I settle on. It should be a lot of fun, should be good. And when it's done, I'm going to be super proud of it, because it's going to be awesome. And it's going to be a much more functional kitchen than what I had when I moved in. When I moved in, I think my counter had 2, 3, 4, 5 feet of usable space. And when I get done, it's going to have the same 5 feet on the normal counter, plus 1.5 feet on the end that I've added, and a whole island. So the island is going to be completely new, and it's going to have a bar, and I have bar stools that I can sit at the bar stools at the bar. It's going to be really cool. And I'll take pictures of it and try and even do like diary entries as I'm doing pieces of it. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.